Yeah. Bitch, you guessed it. Oh my god, you guessed it. Congratulations. Shanti Tag, hi. Welcome, Bitch Squad. So much love to the Bitch Squad. Hi. Okay, can we just have a moment to celebrate us? Let's date ourselves. Date yourself. Date yourself. If you're looking for a partner, or you have a partner and that person's not really kind of like doing it for you, if you know what I'm saying. My question to you is then, how are you dating yourself? Are you dating yourself? Do you even know what I mean when I say this? And I'm not just necessarily, okay, I am talking about like, take yourself to the movies, take yourself out to dinner, all of that. But I'm also referring to like, you know, this whole concept, which I've talked about before, which is treat yourself the way you want to be treated by others. And I would like to take this to the romantic arena. You know, this is where so much manipulation can happen around, oh man, relationships, romantic partnerships. I mean, it can be just so manipulative and so manipulated in regards to how we attract another person and how we might try to keep another person attracted to us, how we might sabotage a relationship. I mean, I've been in some really weird scenarios on repeat in my history, which is like things are going great and I really look to like nitpick. I have some sevens in my chart, in my numerology. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, more to come on that. Where I'm just like so fucking sensitive and, you know, take that to like a not awesome place where I'm just like nitpicking how the person's chewing, like what they look like from one angle versus another angle. I mean, just weird fucking shit where I convince myself, oh, well, this isn't gonna work because they chew with their mouth open 30% of the time that they're eating. Like really weird stuff, okay? That's been my history with romance. I mean, along with like a lot of other dicey stuff. I have not had a great history, okay? Which is why I've been fucking celibate for so fucking long, because I want to get my shit together and date myself before I move forward into anything, all right? So, dating myself, dating yourself, treating myself the way I want to be treated by a partner, by a lover, okay? And I do lean into some tantric practices, some tantric teachings. That's another episode. And it's not necessarily like, for sure there's like sex practices in tantra, but I'm more referring to like the depths of holding the pose, and again I'll get into that in like another episode. But you know, some of the things that I like to do dating myself is, you know, am I taking time to listen to myself? Am I really tuning in, or am I allowing myself to get distracted and not be still with myself? So let's say I want to call in a partner that actually behaves like they give a shit, because they do give a shit. And they're listening and they're engaged and they make eye contact and they really carve out time to just like fucking hang out and be present and not be distracted and not be on their phone and not like whatever else, right? So I need to emulate that in a genuine way within my own relationship that I have with myself. So if I catch myself like being distracted too much on the phone or social media or watching YouTube, heyo, because I watch YouTube and I dude, say what you will, I am a huge fan of YouTube. I love YouTube. I feel connected to a number of different communities on YouTube. I really like celebrating independent creators. It lights me the fuck up. Okay, so, but if I find myself like, you know, I will, I mean, I have watched The Office like it's my job, and I have created in the past like make-believe relationships with these characters. Not like romantic relationships, but just like friendships, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait, is that rooted in reality? but no, it's not. So I gotta catch myself in these moments because I don't, have that particular creative outlet for life force to flow through me. And as a woman with a womb, I have an extra dose of creative life force energy that I get to fucking play with. I have double the arc line, double the destiny, and that's a yogic teaching. Those of us that came to the planet as women, we came with, double the arc line nipple to nipple at the chest, or, along the heart line, and also earlobe to earlobe. And that's a whole fucking technology that is so near and dear to me, but we'll unpack that. It's a big unpack. So we'll unpack that in another episode. So anyways, what if I'm letting that energy kind of invert, and I'm not having a healthy high vibe relationship with myself, whether I'm in a relationship or whether I'm not, I really now I can catch it quicker, like my threshold to be able to catch me in a moment of a downward spiral of distraction, we'll call it. It's the time, where previously maybe it would take me 30 minutes to catch it. Now it takes me 5 minutes to catch it, right? Or 60 seconds to catch it. So I've been practicing this for a long time. So, that threshold is short, but it wasn't always. I was definitely spending a lot of time doing the most distracting, especially if I was in a relationship that was fucked and I knew it, but I didn't have the balls to end it. Because of whatever fucking ridiculous reason, fear-based reason, self-sabotage reason, self-punishment centered reason, I just would stay in these really fucked up relationships. Because for some reason that felt better at the time than I don't know, living my best life. Because that's what's on the other side. If you're in a fucking relationship and it's not it's not it, I'm not going to say it's as easy as just end it, because I can't present that in this capacity. But, again, disclaimer, these videos in this channel is all about education and me just sharing shit, okay, as a professional. But also, to get into anything specific, we would have to have a sesh. We would have to have a one-on-one session, right? So again, this is just educational, right, and entertainment. But, you do you. But so let's say you're in a really fucking weird relationship. Sometimes that version of you dating you looks like ending the relationship, right? What am I willing to show up to, right? And it's not how can I treat this other person within the relationship that's not going great, how I want them to treat me, right? Treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. That's in a bunch of different kind of holy scriptures, but there's a missed mark. The foundation, what comes first, is treat yourself the way you want to be treated by others, and then you can treat others the way you want to be treated by them. But that's going to happen by default. When your relationship is dialed, that's going to happen by default. You don't have to be manipulative in that way, right? So treating yourself the way you want to be treated by others sometimes looks like ending a relationship. Contract fucking complete. You came here to do what you needed to do with this person, and in order to really complete that contract, there is an ending that needs to take place. A goodbye, a sayonara, so long, bitches, but you guessed it. A lot of times that's part of it. Cycle fucking complete, contract complete, all right? And then you can start these new contracts with other people, and you offer the invitation for that other person that you're ending something with, an opportunity for them to start a new cycle, all right? So date yourself. Treat yourself the way you want to be treated by others, and this is romantically. All right, so carve out the time to really listen to yourself. Spend time with you. Be still. Be silent. Listen. Maybe that looks like journaling. Journaling's not my favorite fucking thing. It's just not. As a writer, as an author, I've published 5 books, international bestsellers, right? And I've written a lot of different articles. So I'm a writer, but journaling isn't necessarily 100% my jam. I will show up to it, but if it's your jam, go for it. Make art. Art is a great way to kind of pour that creative life force energy into something that is within the relationship of you and you, yeah? There's just so many different ways that you can date yourself. Comment below, or do a little shout out, like what are the things that you do to date yourself? And then when you dial that relationship down, you get so much more clear of what you want to call in partner wise. And then when you're clear of what you want to call in partner wise, and then you become a vibrational matched frequency to what that looks like by dating yourself, then all of a sudden you start to peel the blinders back to all these options and opportunities that are available to you, because those options and opportunities have always been available to you. You've just had the blinders on by not dating yourself, not treating yourself the way you want to be treated by others. That's like, sometimes we think of it as just like, oh, I want to call in something, but let's reframe that right now and look at it like, oh my God, how can I just like peel back the blinders, clear the mist so I can see what's already here for me? Yes, do you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, let's date ourselves, besties, bitch squad.